Ashley Martin.
And I'm Everett Montano, and you're watching Hawk Talk.
Hey Everett, are you interested in poetry?
Yeah, why?
Well, here's a segment on Miss Ware's Warehouse.
Every year, my students read poetry, and I thought a great way to see the level of their understanding of poetry was to have a poetry reading for my students. And I think that poetry is such a creative outlet for poets. I thought it would be really fun to have a creative outlet for my students, for them to experience what it might be like to be a poet. And on top of that, I wanted to have something different, something that wasn't like every other day in school. I feel that a lot of students find poetry as an outlet to express their emotions, and I'm always surprised every year, and maybe even more especially this year, when my students express themselves through poetry. And I feel like it's another way for them to communicate who they are and what they're all about. When I decided to do the poetry reading, I thought it'd be really fun to transform the classroom. So when the students came in to read their poetry, they had a completely different experience, an altered experience, so that they could feel special and they could feel appreciated. And so what I decided to do was to black out the room and create candles and have the students also dress in black and then appreciate the poetry through snaps, kind of like a beatnik 60s kind of poetry reading vibe.
Wow, I wish I could be part of the warehouse.
Yeah, I know, me too. But sometimes you have to get out and see what's happening around the world.
You know what? You do. Here's Rami with the world in 30 seconds.
A Pennsylvania man presents 2 forms of ID before robbing the local bank. In Libya, an allied UN campaign from the US, UK, France, and Canada have stopped the momentum of government forces and are currently enforcing a no-fly zone using fighter jets. Radiation from the damaged nuclear plant in Japan has reached Sweden Thursday, but not enough to pose any health threat. Defense Secretary Robert Gates arrived in Egypt on Wednesday to discuss aid to Egypt and the current situation in Libya. And in San Antonio, an enraged Taco Bell customer starts a gunfight over a burrito price hike. This was World News. Rami out.
Man, I need to get out more.
Yeah, you need to get out way more, like outer space more. Check out these star mites.
Are out of this world, like the Teacher of the Year.
Let's see who this amazing teacher is.
Congratulations to PYL USD's Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Cavaluzzi.
Well, Mrs. Cavaluzzi is most deserving of this award. She has amazing advanced placement results in AP Government. But in addition to that, she also has been one of the coaches of our mock trial team for several years, the best team in Orange County. And she's just done an amazing job.
Mrs. Cavaluzzi has been an extraordinary influence in my life. She pushes me to succeed at my best. And she pushes every single one of her students to succeed in that very same way.
Well, Mrs. Cavaluzzi is the kind of teacher who challenges all of her students, and certainly her test scores are among the highest in the nation as far as advanced placement scores.
So she's a very giving person, not only in the school environment, but also outside of school in the community, as she helped with the Terry Conley Memorial Mile.
She has made that happen. I don't think that ever would have happened without her. I'd like to say congratulations to Mrs. Cavaluzzi. She certainly has put in a great effort for the students of Dorado High School. She's certainly very deserving of such a great honor.
Mrs. Cavaluzzi really deserves that award.
Here's your extra announcements.
Don't miss out on Pathways to the Future at Esperanza High School on Wednesday, April 6th at 6:30 p.m. to find more about colleges, careers, and more.
Are you interested in becoming a member of ASB next year? Come to the library at 6 p.m. on March 31st.
Hey sophomores and juniors, be in the gym at lunch on March 30th to find out more information about Link Crew.
UCI is holding an open house on Saturday, April 16th. Many offices and services will be open with information for prospective students. The Japanese Club will be hosting fundraisers for the Japanese tsunami victims every Tuesday from March 29th to April 26th.
Attention all CS staff members, there's a movie night tonight at 6:30 p.m. in room 704. Bring $2 for pizza and your favorite person.
The Sadie Hawkins dance is coming up on Saturday, April 2nd from 8 to 11 p.m. in the gym. Tickets are $15 with ASB and $18 without. Come pick up your yearbook applications in room 905.
Well,
Here's your sports.
Volleyball was victorious over Estancia's Eagles 3-1. Their next game is at home against Canyon on Tuesday. Last weekend, men's tennis played in the finals of the First Serve tournament, beating Kennedy, Great Oak, and Colton 6-0 along the way. They were defeated by Corona Del Mar High School 3-3 and 31-40 in game count. Matt Mulroney led in singles, and Daniel Rowe, Ian Jackson, Raj Gad, and Justin Wang all swept in doubles. They play Villa Park today at 3. Girls lacrosse lost to Santa Margarita 17-11. Liz Keelty and Allie Kite each scored 3 goals, and Ashley Eckhoff had 3 assists. Shannon Hacker also had 15 saves. They played Tustin at 5:30 tonight. Boys lacrosse beat Laguna Hills on Saturday 11-7, with Cole Thomas making 12 saves and Hee-Young Lim winning 20 out of the 22 faceoffs. They played J. Sarah at 7 tonight. Baseball dominated Dana Hill's Dolphins 6-1 on Tuesday. Pitcher PJ Conlon took the win and struck out the last 5 batters of the game. The Aliso Niguel tournament comes up tomorrow. Softball won their first league game against the Brea Linda Kittens 5-2, with Kayla Machiavello hitting a clutch 2-run double. They face Valencia on Tuesday. Golf defeated Esperanza 194-214, with Jacob Corbin shooting a 34, 2 under par. They are now 7-2 for the season and face Esperanza on Monday.
well,
The Car Show.
Hey, don't hurry. That's a nice car you got there, Wesley. So, how fast did it go?
146.
It's pretty fast. I got 2 10-inch subs. What do you have?
Stop.
What, you think your car's better than mine?
Yeah.
You want to settle this here?
Stop it!
What?
You guys can just settle this at the car show.
Oh, okay. Let's do it that way.
All right.
All right.
well, I'm Ashley Martin.
And I'm Everett Montano.
El Dorado, have a wonderful Friday.
And don't forget, tomorrow's Saturday, and Sunday comes afterwards.
Bye.
Bye.